Deadpool is directed by Tim Miller and stars Ryan Reynolds, Morina Baccarin, TJ Miller, Brianna Hildebrand, and Ed Skerin. Now, I've been waiting for this film for a long time. If you've seen my most anticipated films of 2016 video, you'll know that this is my most anticipated film of the year. I'm a massive fan of the comics, and I'm also a massive fan of the character in general. And I just really wanted this film to be good, and I can truly say that it is everything I wanted it to be and more, and it certainly patches up the wound that was X-Men Origins Wolverine. I mean, from the opening credits alone, you know you're in for something special, as it's probably the funniest opening titles I've ever seen to a film. For me, this film was perfect in every sense of the word. If you go into this film expecting your average superhero film, you will be sorely mistaken and you may not enjoy the ride. But seeing that I love the character in the first place, I think this did absolute justice to the character, and this is the film that every Deadpool fan has been needing for quite a long time. There are so many jokes and references in this film that it definitely requires a second viewing, and they literally hold no punches. They will take the piss out of anything, from Ryan Reynolds' previous films to Deadpool himself and the surroundings that he's in the film. They literally will take the piss out of anything they can think of, and there's even quite a few dips at Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. Even when Wade Wilson's at rock bottom, he will always find a way to make things light-hearted and funny, even if other people can't stand him. Also, one thing that the character is most famous for is breaking the fourth wall, and they do that quite a lot in this film, and I've got to admit, every single one is perfect. It's so hilarious, and the fact that they even take the piss out of not having enough money to hire other X-Men is just fantastic. Everyone in this film was really good. TJ Miller was great as the kind of useless sidekick Weasel. Ed Skerin was a really good, memorable bad guy. Even if he's only there for one reason, and that reason being that he's there to fuel Deadpool's revenge. But if he's only there for that, I think he did a pretty good job. But the absolute standout in this film is, of course, Ryan Reynolds, who I think was born to play this role. And apparently he said he'd like to play this character forever, and I'm absolutely fine with that. The way the character is portrayed in this film is exactly how I wanted Deadpool to be, and a lot more. It feels like you're watching a Deadpool comic on screen. I mean, they got it just so perfect. Also, for a first-time director, it's handled superbly. I mean, the action scenes are handled very well with very little shaky cam whatsoever. And the CGI that is used in the film is only few and far between. I mean, like, Colossus is the only main CGI character, and he looks fantastic. But in regards to the rest of the film, it's only used in certain places to kind of emphasise certain things in the film. It's not in your face all the time. It's not creating all the backgrounds. It's just there when it needs to be. Even though the plot is kind of basic, which you kind of accept in a film like this, nothing is handled in a cliched way. The action is crude and utterly brutal, and the romance aspect is just as crude as the action scenes. Basically, everything is handled in the most politically incorrect way possible, and it's ever better for it. Also, the soundtrack is pretty good as well. I mean, it's nothing special, but it works for the kind of film that Deadpool is. Despite some jokes and moments ruined by some dickheads sitting behind me in the cinema, the experience was still there. Deadpool is also hands down the funniest film I've seen in quite some time, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but Deadpool gets a full 10 out of 10. I couldn't have asked for a better film in regards to the kind of character that this is, because since they fucked it up with X-Men Origins Wolverine, I've been wanting them to do justice to this character, and they completely have in every way possible. Anyway guys, that was my review for Deadpool. I just want to quickly apologise for the lack of videos on my channel recently. I've been very, very busy with college work and trying to get Easy Targets finished, and also there weren't that many films in January that were worthy of going to see. I mean, there was a lot of shit films like there usually are in January, but I mean, Deadpool's the only one that I've been wanting to see that's out at the moment. But you'll be glad to hear that I'm up to date with my college work. Easy Targets is almost finished. There's just a few scenes left to film, and obviously it's got to be edited. But yeah, expect some more videos coming soon. I'm thinking of doing a favourite movies review for the film Drive, coming out hopefully this week. So there'll be that, and I might be experimenting with some videos in the future. Also, in regards to Easy Targets, there is no confirmed date of release. However, I am hoping to get it finished within the next few months, so expect either an April or a March release. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I hope you like and subscribe. Remember to like my Facebook page, The Media Critic, and if you want to, comment below on any films you want me to review in the future. That's all I can say, guys. Bye.